Good evening, everybody. My name is Rob Arocha. I am with the Champions Barbecue Alliance. I am on the board of directors. I'm the director of media with the Champions Barbecue Alliance. Thanks for joining us tonight. We are under a tin roof building, as you can see, right behind me. So if the quality doesn't come through, let me know in the comments. But we'll try to do our best. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. So music's a little loud. I can fix that. So we'll that way we can hear everything. One moment, and I will fix that. No, Eli. Music. All right, cool. So we're getting, thank you, Trumpet Master. Sounds good. Pictures and very good. Yeah, sorry, we are under like I said, we're under a tin roof. But we're here at the Town Hall meeting. We're here at First Class Barbecue in Hempstead, Texas. I'm looking around. I can't turn the camera around because I got it fixed. But looking here, there's a whole room full of people here. We're just having some cool little fellowship here, just celebrating barbecue this past year's 2021 is coming to a close. We're kind of having like a Christmas gathering, but I'm going to have a bunch of people on. I'm going to have promoters here. I'm going to have some members of CBA. I'll have some directors on here on this show. So we're going to try and keep it at about, I don't know, probably 25 to 35 to 45 minutes, however long it goes. If you guys can stand it, we'll keep going. Again, I'm sorry about the Wi-Fi signal out here. It's not very good, but I am going to get somebody on here in just a minute. But if you guys have any questions about CBA, now's the time to ask them. That is exactly what we're here for doing. That's what we're doing right out here. We just had a nice little presentation where we gave out raffles. We had a raffle for free entries. We gave out 5 free entries to CBA events in 2022. We also gave out some CBA swag. We gave there was cake and ice creams. We've had 2 members here that are, must sound gooder on YouTube, that we've have some cake and ice cream, that we had some members that are sharing birthdays today. But the first person I want to get on is a new cook to Champions Barbecue Alliance. Just come around there. He's a new cook to the CBA. Awesome. More stickers. Champions Barbecue Alliance. That's Mike's right here. Come on, right here. All right, we're joined here by Jared Mccrory with Barefoot Cookers. He is out of Houston, Texas. He will soon be in Lubbock, Texas. You're going to have to hold that up to you until we get. Can you go ahead and see if people can hear you?
Lubbock, Texas.
Do it again. One more time. Better, yeah.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Perfect, there you go.
Right.
So you're going to be in Lubbock, Texas.
Yes.
We're trying to put some events up in that area. Maybe you can help us do that once you get settled up there. But so you're a relatively new cook to Competition Barbecue, correct?
Right, this is my first full year.
First full year. And did you know about other organizations before you kind of did this, or? Yeah,
I cooked IBCA last year for a couple events.
Okay. What kind of drew you to the CBA side of the competition?
It was just fun.
Yep.
I like the atmosphere a lot better. Yep. I didn't like reading a number off a ticket.
Cool. And so this year, your first full year, what have you? I know you've had some successes because I've said your name on our other show that we do quite a few times. But talk about your overall experience being a first-year cook and just kind of seeing, got a comment from Blair. She said, "Love seeing Barefoot before they leave." Yeah.
So
your overall experience about it.
First year was fun. We met a lot of people. We asked a lot of questions, and a lot of these guys are not scared to answer your questions or help you out with recipes or give you feedback on how you're doing. So that worked out great in our favor. Holy Smoke was fantastic. Kevin and them. James from Brothers Keeper helped us out a lot. So was just fun.
Good. Fun is the name of the game. That's what we try to do here at Champions Barbecue Alliance. So you mentioned you're moving to Lubbock. And you finished your first full year. How much did you learn this first full year of just being a brand new cook?
Oh, I learned.
And as somebody that may be watching that's never cooked competition barbecue, this being your first full year and kind of getting your feet wet in CBA, kind of give them an idea of maybe what's ahead, what to look for.
So just get out there and do it. That's pretty much what I did. I've never taken a class or anything. Just get out there and do it. Talk to people. Show up. Volunteer to judge. The judging thing's big. My wife judged a couple, and she's like, "Yeah, you're messing up some things." So it was nice to have that feedback. But get out there and judge. Learn what the judges are looking for.
Awesome. Hey, well, thanks for taking a few minutes here. I appreciate that. I'm going to ask you to go get James Ledbetter from Brothers Keeper and have him come up there. Hey, but I appreciate it. Good luck in Lubbock, man, and we'll be seeing you here on the cooking trail for sure. All right, so that was Jared Mccrory. Yeah, Kevin and James are always willing to help. So I'm going to get James Ledbetter on here in just a minute. Again, we're going to kind of we're going to have a bunch of people coming on this show. There's a lot of people here at First Class Barbecue. I'm sure you can hear the commotion all around, but we are now joined by Mr. Brothers Keeper, James Ledbetter of Brothers Keeper. You're going to have to speak into the mic, Bubba. But how are you doing?
I need some headphones, man. It's loud in here.
It's loud in here, but they can hear you. I can hear you. But how are you doing, man? Talk about your first year with CBA.
Man.
Tell me kind of your overall experience and kind of what you like about it, what you don't like about it.
Man, I'll tell you what. If you'd have told me a year ago that I would be sitting right here.
Talk up a little bit.
If you'd have told me a year ago that I'd be sitting right here with this group of people and being where we were at with 3 top 10s in meat and a top 15 overall, with an awesome sanctioning body like CBA, I'd have probably laughed at you and told you were a liar. I mean, I really don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know what else to say about it, man. It's been an awesome ride. It's been a heck of a year.
Somebody said you got a 200 in ribs. Is that true?
I did not get a 200 in ribs. My wife got a 200 in ribs. That was 100% on her. She got cast into that earlier this year. Unfortunately, because of some issues that came about with the team, and she got cast into cooking ribs earlier this year, and she threw it down in Temple, and she rocked the 200, man, and still I think she's still on cloud 9 for that one, man.
For those that don't know, again, we're a new organization. For those that know what a 200 means,
yeah,
what is a 200?
That's a perfect score.
Perfect score.
And she was one presentation score away from a perfect.
Awesome.
She had 10s across the board except for 1 7 in appearance. So
how'd y'all finish overall? What did you where'd you finish overall in the top
that weekend or overall total?
Overall for
the year?
2021.
We were 15 for the year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So 15 for the year, and that's because my pork sucks. I mean, I don't put that on anybody else. My pork sucks.
It doesn't suck. We're all learning pork, man. Mr. 200 is in the building right here. Hector Cienega, 200 in brisket. He says 200 is amazing. Yes, it is. That is a huge accomplishment, guys. I think I cooked 17 or 18 CBAs. Hit a few first and did not come close to a 200, that's for sure.
I think we did 16. We did 25 total contests this year, and I think 16 or 17 were CBA.
That's awesome. What are you looking forward for 2022? What's the plan for Brothers Keepers Barbecue?
Man, we're making another run at CBA. I've got a daughter. I've got a daughter that's working on. She's working on her junior cooks right now, cooking pork chops, and if she keeps going the direction that she's going right now, she's going to be cooking my pork for CBA this year. So she pulled a big third at San Antonio, and I told her she's going to cook pork this year because she's better at it than I am because I'm obviously horrible.
Well, you guys make it a family affair, that's for sure. You're doing
No, absolutely.
You're doing the brisket and the pork currently.
I'm doing the brisket and the pork right now. Jay's doing the chicken, obviously.
Jay is your son doing
And,
chicken. Killing
Tina,
it too, by the way.
Tina took over the ribs. So after Watermelon Festival, I think Watermelon Festival was the week after that. We cooked the IBCA in Pearland, and she took over the ribs there. And she's just picked it up and ran with it and taken ownership of it and tried to do everything she could to learn everything about it. So,
well, hell, man, I appreciate you coming on here for sure. But I'm going to ask everybody kind of the similar question. For those of them that are watching that maybe haven't tried a Champions Barbecue Alliance cook-off, kind of tell them what they can expect, what your overall experience has been for this first year of CBA.
So the biggest things that we found with CBA is the atmosphere. The family atmosphere in CBA has been amazing. Just everybody is so willing and is so everybody just jumps on the opportunity to help somebody. That's been the biggest thing. The timeline, I love the timeline. I'm not somebody who does well if I sit down and I have time to spare. And don't get me wrong, we cooked Lone Star for a long time, and I love Lone Star. We've had our time in IBCA, but the hour timelines and just not the lack of downtime, the turn-in window. I think it's a great prep. I think it's a great step up for somebody looking to get into KCBS that's afraid of the timeline. They're afraid of that 30-minute window with KCBS, which I'm still kind of there right now. I'm not quite to that 30-minute timeline. And just the awards. If you have not been to a CBA Awards and you have not heard the music play and you have not heard the hollering and you've not seen the bear hugs and the people cheering each other on, I mean, we cheer harder for the people that we don't necessarily know than the guys that we compete against every weekend.
It's definitely a fun atmosphere.
Oh, yeah. The atmosphere is phenomenal. And
how about today? We had a town hall. They can't see, but there's a room full of people in here.
Yeah,
all celebrating
I mean,
CBA
this
barbecue
place
right
is
now.
packed.
Yep.
It's crazy right now.
And the weather sucks. It would have been more had the weather been.
The weather's horrible. It's cold. I wore shorts because I'm stupid. But this place is packed. There's a bunch of phenomenal cooks here. There's a bunch of phenomenal family here. Everybody's hanging out. Robert's got a great
venue
here.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Robert's got a great venue here for being able to have something like this. And I mean, just come out and give it a shot. Even if you don't want to come cook, just come hang out. Come hang out with some of the other teams. Come pick people's brains. Your recipes from the other organizations will carry over. There's not a huge disparity when it comes to that. It's just, it's been a great experience, man. I can't wait to do it again for another full year.
We're going to see you in Eagle Pass?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. We'll be in Eagle Pass. I promise you that. We ain't missing that one.
Awesome. Hey, James.
Mama's got to get her 200 award at Eagle Pass.
That's
so
right.
We're gonna
James
be there.
Ledbetter with Brothers Keeper. Thanks for taking a few minutes. I appreciate that. All right, guys. So there you have it. We've had a couple. Obviously, we're all new cooks at CBA, but we got a couple of cooks that have given you guys their perspective from CBA. But we're going to kind of shift gears right now. We're going to get a promoter's perspective. We're joined here by Candy Bain. She is one of the top promoters, I feel, in Texas for barbecue right now, and she's joining us right now. So, Candy, introduce yourself. Say hello to the people that are watching.
Hi, guys. I'm Candy.
Yes.
With the Tomball VFW and Auxiliary.
Yes. And a couple others now that I feel like you're going to be a sought-after promoters. So we're kind of getting ideas or getting people's opinions and feels for our first full calendar, not even a calendar year, but our first full season. February will mark our first calendar year of being a barbecue sanctioning body. But you have promoted other organizations' events. Tell us kind of your overall impressions right now, being the very first year for CBA. I appreciate you doing your Townhall events were a lot of fun. If you guys don't know, she does a doubleheader in May, in Memorial Day weekend. She does Booby Q in October, and then we have a combat heroes wear combat boots in the spring. So April. There you go.
8th and 9th. So you know.
8th and 9th. All right, awesome lady there. Somebody saying from Champions Barbecue Alliance. But kind of give your overall, I don't know, in your own words, kind of explain your first year with CBA.
Well, we didn't know what to expect, honestly, when we started. So it was a gamble, but a gamble we were willing to take. We've received nothing but attention. If there's a problem, it's handled. If there's questions, they're answered. CBA assists with the promoting. They share everything. We're welcomed at your town hall meetings and on our advice is sought out as promoters, as well as we seek y'all's advice, obviously.
Right.
And I have helped a couple of other cook-offs, not as their promoter though, just as help.
Like a consulting.
Because it's grown so fast, I don't think anybody expected that.
No.
And so when we had our first little mini meeting regarding April, my comment was, hold on to your hats, guys. This thing is taking off. And whereas we were growing last year and still had 30 plus teams, it might be astronomical this year, and we're hoping so. We're hoping everybody is liking the fun environment that it gives, and that they want to be a part of that. It just feels like everybody loves everybody, and the awards are amazing and fun. So
kind of talk about the differences, not so much the judging, because there is a big difference in the judging process, and we talked people should know kind of our judging. We're state-of-the-art judging, technology-driven, quick. It goes quick. How does that help a promoter? Maybe the amount of judges is needed. I don't know if it's more or less. I'm not so much on that side of the fence, but maybe you can shed some light on that.
Honestly, it averages to about the same amount of judges. It's a little easier when you have judges there that might do one or more categories or two. Then you don't have to have them there for 6 hours in the day. They're there for like 3 and they're done. But they can spend their money and all whatever you have extras. So it's a benefit that they don't have to stay there, get there so early, leave so late in the afternoon just to do their job. So the team loves the judging because it's super fast. It's in out, it's organized, it's a well-oiled machine, and things just move so fast. Yeah.
Somebody says, I'm cooking, not watching this coming year, Roddy. Oh, Roddy. Oh, Roddy says he's cooking your event. He's not going to just watch.
Woohoo! I can't wait.
Roddy's found his groove again. Stella got her groove back. He's been doing really well the last few weeks in competition. But no, we appreciate, you mentioned it was a gamble, and it kind of was, right? We're a new organization. We're getting started. We had some really strong people behind it, and I think people kind of recognize that. But yeah, you're right. The ball is rolling. The train is moving along down the tracks, and in your own words, you feel like it was a good gamble so far.
I wouldn't have it any other way now.
Awesome.
I don't think. I want to add one thing though.
Yeah.
No matter, we're at the town hall meeting right now, and no matter who you are on the board or as a cooker, y'all don't mind at all coming to us or going to other cookers, asking what they think. I mean, it's an open communication, open conversation, and everybody feels a part of it. And I think that is most important, that everybody feels a part of it.
Being a new organization, we're open to ideas, we're open to suggestions, because we're still we're still finding our way. I think we kind of settled in on some things, but we just recently changed that we believe that helps promoters is that 11 o'clock start time. It's hard for you guys to get people that have just had breakfast to come out and judge chicken, right? Yeah, it's got to be a little difficult. So we recognize that, and we changed our times now to 12, 1, 2, and 3. It's still finishing at the same time. We're doing the next category. It's going quick. The cooks love the fast pace. James just kind of mentioned that just a minute ago. So if there's promoters on the fence right now, and kind of in your own words, maybe I don't know, if they're on the fence, what would you say to them?
I would say look at all aspects for your organization or whatever your benefit is. Look at the cost, number one. Look at what you're going to get for your money. You're going to get, all the help and support you could need. They will walk you through every step of the process. You won't be writing a check and then waiting and just trying to figure your way through the world. So if you're unsure and you're new, for sure, I suggest CBA because you have all the support system from everybody. The cooks will reach out to you even and give their 2 cents, whether you warranted it or not, which I always warranty it, but not necessarily everybody does. But that would be my suggestion. You just have everything you need.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks for taking the time to come and talk to us a little bit. Guys, if you haven't cooked Candy's events specifically, not only that, I forgot to mention, how many events? You have 3. So we had, I don't know if you saw, which is unique to, I've never seen another organization kind of highlight their events. And so there was a poll that was put out probably about 2 weeks ago or so, asking members that had cooked CBA events. We asked for their top 3 events, and the top 10 came out. You have 3 events in the top 10.
That's amazing. And I have to say this because a lot of times I get all the credit, but the VFW and Auxiliary, we have an amazing team together, and they're amazing. So they make that job so easy to put on those events.
That's awesome. Well, guys, if you haven't cooked one of her events, I urge you. I have Gloria. I definitely recommend. I've been with you guys probably since the beginning. I don't know. I think I missed the very first year. I don't know.
Long time.
Yeah, I've been
2014, 15.
Yes, yeah. And I love them. Each and every one of them are unique. The trophies are amazing, and she has one of the most festive award ceremonies out there, and it's just getting better.
Ty's amazing.
Ty's amazing. We just got a donation from Dennis Butterworth, the VP of the other organization of IBCA. So it's cool. And I appreciate you coming on here, and thank you for all you're doing right now and helping us promote CBA and spreading the barbecue love.
Well, anything I can do to help, I appreciate.
Well, thanks,
I appreciate
Candy.
y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Bye, everybody.
Will you find Sean Larkin and have him come
I know exactly where he is. I'll go get him.
All right. Well, there was Candy. That's a promoter's perspective on the Champions Barbecue Alliance. So we have stickers to give away. Here, sorry. I shouldn't have said that. We have some Champions Barbecue Alliance stickers that Jim Justinger, one of our area ambassadors, made. And we'll put these up there. Yeah, come on. Come around this way. I did ask for Sean Larkin, but I've got somebody that I wanted to talk to earlier as well. This is another promoter, not only just a promoter, he's also a cook. He's also a barbecue supply store for a lot of you guys out there. This is Mr. Dustin Stanley with the barbecue store out here in Hempstead, Texas. Say hello,
What's up, Barbecue World? How y'all doing today?
I love it. He's got, what's up? I'm down with that. Dustin, how are you doing, man? So we were talking to, you have another unique perspective. We talked to some cookers. We talked to Candy just now. She's a promoter. You're both.
Right.
And so what's your overall impression of the first year? Looking outside or looking in, CBA, I don't know what you were thinking when it first came about, when it started, but how's your overall impression in our first season? It's not our first even calendar year yet.
I've been cooking a long time. I started when I was 15 years old. Fixing to tap on the door at 50 here soon. So, I've cooked everything: Lone Star, IBCA, CBA, Gulf Coast. The only one I hadn't cooked is a new one. But, overall, you kind of go out there and you watch barbecue and you watch it evolve and you see all the issues, all the problems. End result is that I don't really care about a certain sanctioning body. I care about the cause. And,
right.
We've had that conversation.
Right.
But overall performance of CBA this year look like they're pretty solid. I'm happy with the way it's all panned out so far. I like the fact that when they see an issue or a problem, they kind of address it and get it fixed, which I think is important in today's time. Transparency is the best approach. Right?
Absolutely.
And so being in the barbecue community, but with the store, I hear from people all the time about what's the best one or which one. And I really don't want to call one better than the other, but I think that they all have a good opportunity to be the best they can. And so with CBA, we're going to run the new series this year, be the cook-off over at the barbecue store. That'll be CBA series. It's going to be a good series, and I think at the end of the day, the cooks are going to like it. A lot of those guys are getting ready for the bigger events that cook pork. So that's why I like the CBA, because if you want to go cook the big ones, you need to know how to cook pork. It gives you a good practice run.
So we're kind of breaking news. You said the word series. There hasn't been a series that I can remember in barbecue since the old Pleasanton. It was the Western Wood series. So you mentioned series. Kind of walk us through what you're thinking right now and what's going on and what's the big plan here. I'm excited about it.
It's going to be big. Last year at the barbecue store, we did Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. We had 60 of the best cooks in the state of Texas there. It was an amazing event. We raised a lot of money for Joey Smith and his organization, which I think is one of the best charitable organizations out there.
Texas Chrome Heroes.
You take those
Foundation.
Guys that have given everything for us, and you teach them how to cook competition barbecue, it don't get any better, right? So those guys have sacrificed for us to be able to do what we do every weekend, and now we have the opportunity to give back to them. And it takes a lot of money to do what Joey does.
Yeah.
So we cooked we cooked that event last year in March. The barbecue store, along with my wife and I, were able to donate over $6,000 to Joey and his organization. And our goal this year is to double that. So we're going to have, we're in the conversation now. We already have 2 scheduled, but we got 5 to 6 cooks. They're going to be a Meet the Heroes series with Joey. Joey's working on getting all the other ones scheduled in, and they'll be sanctioned. So what you'll do is you'll be able to drop your lowest score, so one of the cooks, whether it be a 4 series, a 5 series, 6 series, and then all those points will be accumulated for the best cook of the series, which will be another award on top of the final cook. So the one we have right now is a doubleheader at the barbecue store, March 18, 19, and 20. Doubleheader Saturday, Sunday, and that'll be 2 of the 4, 6 series.
Right here in Hempstead at the
We're waiting on
store.
Joey to kind of get his stuff. He's working through the holidays trying to get all of his wrapped up, but it's going to be an amazing event. I'm really excited because end result is we can raise a lot of money for Texas Chrome.
That's amazing. That's the best part of it right there. Absolutely. But as a cook, when you say the word series, it's kind of like a contest inside a contest.
Sure.
And it's that generates that gets my blood pumping. That's kind of fun. I'm excited to partake in that. What kind of y'all were talking about it obviously, but I'm glad that you're putting it in motion. And this is
so it's been in motion. We've been on vacation with our family for the last week, and Joey's got a lot going on too. So Joey and I will talk more this week. We will definitely get it all the wheels in motion. Hopefully by 1st of January we'll be able to put the schedule of the events out there on paper, and we'll be able to start taking sign-ups. We were going to leave it open at the barbecue store for the first 2, but I think we're going to, after conversating with my wife and I, we're going to drop it to a 50 or 55 team. That way we can make sure we got the right amount of judges. That's one important thing to me, is making sure we have adequate judges to be able to sit at a table and give these cooks a fair shake. We're not having to rob from the public, or we're not having to try to go have people set multiple times. We really want to have it where it's an abundant amount of judges sitting there, and we feel like the cooks get a good, fair shake at that. So we want to have it for both days. It's going to be quite a few.
All right, before I let you go, we've been kind of talking about you got your promoter hat on, but let's talk your cook hat on. You've been doing very well lately. You've not only in this organization, other organizations. So I've been watching. I do my other show, my So Smoking Gooder show, Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock. People,
it's there. You had to get there.
But you have been doing extremely well lately. I'm happy to say your name on the show when I do see your name, because you're a big supporter of that show as well. So congratulations on your successes cooking wise. But before we let you go, let's talk about the barbecue store real quick. Where can they find you? How can they find you? And what?
Well, we're located right here in Hempstead, Texas, 850 Highway 290 North, right on the corner of 290 and Highway 6, right across the street from First Class Barbecue. World champion Robert Smith. If you come out here and get you some good barbecue, come on over to the barbecue store. We're right now working on a new website. We'll be rolling out in January. A website will be very antiquated, where people will have easy to find their products. The best thing about it is that there is a lot of products in our store. We're hitting right at 1,200 different types of products in the store.
Wow.
In seasonings and rubs. And I just like that we're growing. I mean, we went from 500 square foot, we're at 5,500 square foot, and we want to continue to grow. We want to continue to get bigger.
I had a story about that. The very first time I stepped foot in the barbecue store, I passed it, didn't even see it, right? And I was like, hey, I'm looking for the barbecue store? And they're like, yeah, you just passed it. It was over there. You had a little corner set up in the deal. Now you walk in, it is everywhere. And hats off to you guys, and that's pretty awesome.
It was a hobby, right? So
right.
The hobby of the barbecue store originally started with just the addiction of barbecue, and you find a way to support it. So we started peddling a few rubs here and there. And then with the growth in the barbecue community, I mean, we literally are shipping rubs all over the world now, which I'm grateful that we have that type of sales out there. I'm finding people on the internet that I didn't know I'd find. But our barbecue family is strong, and that's been good for us. We're glad that we have the support, continued support, and ongoing support from everybody that's there.
Yeah, guys, they ship pretty much. You order that day, it's gone that night, and hopefully hitting your door the next day or two. But the cool thing about going into the store is they have one of the neatest things that I think, y'all have that sample table where you have everything, whether it's a brand new rub or a new rub, whatever, everything's laid out at that table. You can try any kind of rub before you buy it. It's on that table, so you're able to try it, taste it, see what you think, and then ultimately make that decision of what you want. So hats off to the barbecue store out in Hempstead. Thank you for being a sponsor of my show, the So Smoking Gooder Show. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for letting me be on the show.
Absolutely. Dustin Stanley, thank you very much, man. Appreciate that.
God bless, man.
God
Take care.
bless.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hey, if you can find Randall Kendrick,
I'll let him know.
bring him over. Bring him over. So, guys, real quick, I'm going to take a poll here. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear us? How's the picture going right now? I know there's 13 of y'all watching right now. But how's the camera? How's the picture? And how's the sound? Do I need to turn up the guest mic up at all? Everything good on the guest mics as well, and the camera. So we're going to have Randall Kendrick here in just a minute, and we got a couple more. All right, good. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you very much. We're going to get Randall Kendrick over here from Hideaway Cookers. He's coming up here to talk just a few minutes, and we'll have a couple more up there, and appreciate that. Thank you. We'll have a couple more guests here before we wrap this up.
What's happening, Rob?
What is up, Randall Kendrick?
Just another day, man. Just another day.
Guys, this is Randall Kendrick from Hideaway Cookers, but I want him to introduce himself. Say hello to the people out there. We got 9,000 people
How y'all
watching.
doing? Hey, whoa, 9,000. Woo! I should be a little camera shy then.
That's an inside joke. But Randall, tell the people who you are, but where are you from?
Man, ain't much to tell. I'm Randall Kendrick, a family man from South Louisiana. Woo! Born and raised South Louisiana. Love my Pier Park, Bell River.
Awesome. That's awesome. I knew you were from Louisiana because I heard, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I do want to get touch base on your World Food Championship experience. That was kind of cool. But so how long have you been at this game? Not too long, right?
It's been about a little bit better than 2 years now, close to 3.
Close to
about
3
years.
Yeah, you've been killing it. I talked to you earlier on the earlier today, but y'all guys know I host that other show, and we highlight whoever's winning out there. We go ahead and whoever's winning, we're going to say their name. And I've been saying your name the last year and a half for it feels like every month or so. That's awesome.
Yes.
And so you're doing an amazing job out there. Video isn't clear, but it's okay. All right, thank you, Carlos. Appreciate that, Los. Talk about your experience and maybe kind of where you started and where you are right now in your barbecue journey.
Okay.
Because obviously we all take our lumps getting into this thing.
Oh yeah, look, and we still take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm still taking mine every time I compete. We take it.
Okay. Speak up a little bit to the end.
Every time I take mine, we take our lumps every weekend. It's just about, man, every now and then we just end up with a good blessing and some great calls, and we come home with some trophies, But look, Rob, let me tell you, I had an uncle of mine that's actually I married into the family here in Texas because I'm born and raised in South Louisiana. I got to give all the credit to my Uncle Judd. Actually, Hideaway Ranch Cookers is his team name.
Oh, nice.
And he allowed me to take over there, and I just took the torch and I ran with it, and I had just been blessed, Yeah, it started off as a real strong family deal, and I try to keep it that way.
Absolutely.
You know, I try to keep everything that I do, with my wife and my kids and my family. Fortunately, we're here at Robert's restaurant and everything, and man, just very fortunate for me. Him and I just hit it off early and often, and here I am.
That's awesome. I think they're playing this music for you. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but we got we got some Zydeco in the back, which I love. You can never not have a good time listening to Zydeco music.
Absolutely, man.
If you're having a bad time and you're hearing Zydeco, something's wrong with you. I guarantee you. Well, I know you cook a lot of different organizations right now, but we're kind of talking CBA. What's kind of been your experience right now in our first year with CBA?
I tell you what, man, look, CBA is a great organization. All right, I've had some very good experiences there. Enjoyed the cook-offs, okay? But man, I'm the guy to where my family and I, when we start talking about where we're going to cook next weekend, we look at all the organizations. And we just look and see what's the best fit for us. And I'm not talking about the best fit as far as this organization or that one and this, that, and other. Where can we go? What's in our budget? What's in our time frame? And what works out the best for us to be able to go and compete as a family?
Yeah.
And that's what we try to do. I don't know any other way to put it, right?
No,
it's just, whether it be an hour away or 2 hours away, it's just how we look at it.
So are you having to, you're not, I don't feel you are you having to change processes or anything depending on kind of what sanctioned body you're at, or maybe,
No,
okay.
not at all. Not at all.
Only thing, just an additional meat, right, when you're cooking a
That's
CBA
it.
Look. And the timeline's different.
Oh, the timelines are different. They are. And, a CBA, I can't quite enjoy my Friday nights as much as I'd like to because I'm a stick burner. So I got to get up a lot earlier. And look, Robert and Carissa, they'll get up and they'll harass me, because I've been cooking for 3 hours and they still just getting out to bed.
Well, on Friday, they probably want you to stay up a little longer.
Oh, yeah. Ain't that something?
Ain't that something? They got to get up that early.
Yeah, but no, look, man, my wife and I, man, we just go and we cook. And we just try to make the best out of all of them and just have a good time, And good Lord willing, we'll get a call or two and be profited off it,
What do you think about the awards for CBA?
Excellent. Can I tell you something right here?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. One of the things that CBA promises and what they've started off at is, man, your song. Everybody picks their song. And their song fits you, right? You want to hear your song played.
Right.
It's been about 50-50. Some of them I go to, you hear your song, man, it's loud and it's proud, and they play it while you walk up there. And other ones, they play it for about 10 seconds, if that.
Yeah.
And they shut it off. Look.
Tell us what you want to see.
That's it. That's just me. That's my God's honest opinion.
No, I appreciate that. You want to see it play a little longer.
Oh, absolutely.
Let them.
Absolutely.
You got to stand in the back then.
Absolutely.
The longer you walk, the longer it plays.
Hey, look. Look. We all cook for a reason, right?
Right.
We all cook because we want to compete and hear our numbers called or our name called or hear our song played.
Well, the way we go about things at CBA is we definitely listen to the cooks, and that is definitely going to be heard right now. It's obviously out there right now, but we have had lately. I've been at a couple of big contests where our CBA reps, and again, everything's still a learning process. Yeah, so we need to make sure that those songs are played. Let it run a few seconds. Say the team name.
That's right.
Let them come up.
That's
so that song's playing maybe 30 seconds total, which if every song gets in the groove by then.
That's right. Give everybody their recognition.
Absolutely.
Because that's why people are there. They want to be recognized. They're wanting to cook and compete. Man, it's all about that,
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, look, when you get that call.
I've been at some of them where they play it, and it was like, that's it. Come on. That's a good song. Let it play a little longer.
That's right.
No, that's some definitely good, honest feedback, and we definitely appreciate that.
Well, that's what you're going to get with me.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
So what's your 2022? You kind of mentioned that earlier. Whatever works for your family, if it's nearby or whatnot.
Yeah, well, Robert and I, Carissa and I, and the wife, we talk a lot about the future plans and what we're looking at and going towards. We're gonna continue to focus on. I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx myself, but you know what? Yeah, we're looking for our jack draws right now. You know, we've got a handful of good jack draws right now, and you know, good Lord willing, I can compete enough and get it to where it's not out. I'm not worried about the draw. You know, it's always been a dream of mine to go to that Jack Daniels and good wins like that, and I'm gonna take it up. You know, just go ahead and win and get there. And
I agree with you, Carly. Yeah, it's true. Let the songs play longer. That's yeah. We're listening, guys. Tonight. I don't know what it's on, but appreciate that.
Oh, Rob,
Randall,
I appreciate you.
We hope to see you at more and on the So Smoking Gooder show.
Yes, sir.
Wednesday night, 8 o'clock.
That's right.
There we go. Robert up here. Want that? They're going a little slower than. There it is. It's kind of maxing out over here. There's a lot of people in here. We're under a tin roof, so we're going to wait and join this. We're getting a lot of perspective, and we're going to get one. Cookout. Yeah, so at First Class Barbecue, home of Robert Smith and closes. He's a diva and well-deserved diva, but. Guys, if y'all have, I'm not sure. We need to get him up here at the CBA. We didn't do it up this week here coming up because there's barbecue coming up. We Eagle Pass, but I don't mince that I would like acquired another event here in Cypress. The Texas Association attracts over one event that we just acquired this week. So thank you for that we just announced today here at our town hall is we've just acquired the Texas Trophy Hunters, which is a huge event in first year and All right, there we go. Maybe we're back. I don't know. Signal loss. So, real quick, I don't know if y'all heard that. Can y'all hear me now? There's 5 of y'all watching. Can y'all hear me? Before I'm just talking to nobody. We'll see that. You know what? Screw it. We're going to wrap this show up. But if you guys didn't hear what I just said, we have just acquired some strong cook-offs. We have the Texas Association of First Responders, which is a large cook-off in Cypress, Texas. And then we have, can Robert help me with chicken? They can see you.
Yes.
And then we also just acquired we were signed
Texas Trophy
Hunters in San Antonio, Texas. So, guys, those are some really strong cook-offs that have kind of checked us out over our first year events, and now they're around us, and we want to be a part of this. So, guys, we thank you very much for trusting CBA to power your judging system at events. And if you guys are interested, you can reach out to any of our area ambassadors. Check us out on cbabbq.com. Well, I'm going to wrap it up with the man. We're at your spot, bro.
First class barbecue
in Hempstead, Texas. I know a lot of people know you.
Yep.
And we just had your buddy Randall Kendrick on.
Oh man, no coon ass is something, ain't he?
He's great, man. He's a big family man. We learned about him.
Great guy.
He's cooking every single, which is great. We're not asking anybody to be CBA or wherever else you want to cook. But all we're trying to do is offer up what we are good at, what we think helps cook.
And what I was looking for in a sanctioning body is pork. Just because the fact is that my dream as a cook is to go and win the American Roll, and my dream is to go to the Jack and cook the Jack. I just felt like we needed a sanctioning body in Texas that could take us there, that would help us with pork, and we have to. Now IBCA back, you remember years and years ago, when we'd go back over there, they'd have pork at one competition, and you wouldn't cook pork again.
Yeah, it was optional for the
5 or
promoters.
6 months.
Right.
So, but I believe that all of the categories should be the same way. You get the more you swing the bat, the better you get.
Right.
So, with them bringing pork in, with CBA bringing pork back in Texas, it made us better cooks.
I agree 100%.
And because we want to go to the Jack, we want to go to the American Roll, and we want to go and we want to win. We want to let people know that Texas barbecue is not just Texas barbecue. It's barbecue all over the United States. We can compete not only in Texas, but we can compete anywhere.
Fred proved that at the World Food in 2017, and he went and proved it again at the American Roll in 2019.
Yeah, so at World Food, it was one of those deals where it was going to be a statement or not, because I haven't cooked against any of the guys that have been in KCBS. We haven't cooked against them all year, so we've been staying here in Texas and just doing CBAs. So it was one of those deals where, are we going to go up there and and them guys are going to hand it to us, or are we going to go up there and hand it to them? And on that given day, we handed it to them.
Yeah.
Now,
so for those that don't know, Robert Smith is the 2021 world champion of the World Food Championship.
Yep.
So, like I just mentioned, Fred proved it 17, proved it again 19. Of course, 20 we really didn't have a season, and then 21. You proved it again. So us Texas cooks can go up there and compete with anybody.
We can, and there's a lot of teams that don't want to travel, and and that they choose not to do that. And but I believe that CBA, for all of you promoters out there, if any promoters are watching this, I tell everybody that CBA, the cooks that are coming, I call us racehorses. You know, we're the best of the best of the best. You know, so treat us like that. You know, these guys, we spend thousands and thousands of dollars every single weekend. You know, we expected to get treated like racehorses a little bit. And, you know, and we're still just all down to earth guys. We just enjoy cooking barbecue.
Absolutely.
You know, it's great. It's fun. And it's wow.
Our signal's not great. We are in the country. And on top of that, we're under a tin roof building.
We're at the end of if you guys aren't familiar with my restaurant, so we have the inside and then we have an outside. So, you know, CBA had, what do we call it?
Town hall meeting.
Our town hall meeting. I think it was more of a Christmas party to me.
Yeah, we've been all celebrating, communicating, having a good time with fellowship and all that. Well, Robert, let's wrap this up real quick.
Yes.
Overall impressions, how do you feel CBA's done in their first year of season?
Outstanding. You know, there's organizations that come out, and whenever they come out, you know, they just kind of come out. They're just there. You know, you get one or two events, but whenever CBA came out, they got you and several other very, very what I call talented individuals that have taken this organization from ground zero to top. There's no I don't think you could go to any other team in the state of Texas and find out what's the top team, what's the top sanctioning body in Texas, and they're going to tell you CBA. It's you guys have done such an extraordinary job, and I love the shit out of y'all.
Well, that's a testament to Fred, Roddy, and the team that they have built. Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like they have chosen.
You know, and that's, you know, we say Fred and Roddy a lot.
Yeah.
You know, they're great individuals, but you can't be a great individual without you guys.
Yeah.
You guys have helped them grow an organization, and your team reps, I mean, all of your judges and everything like that, they have gotten a group of individuals together and have grown CBA into something that I believe is it's just going to take off.
I'm still amazed every day to be a part of this organization. And like you said, yeah, Fred and Roddy, they started it, but they also were smart enough to recognize people that they wanted to go after, and they chose very well. You know, we got Aaron Leslie out of West Coast, Paul Whitaker. Thank you, I appreciate it. He's tapping me on the shoulder. Sean Larkin, Jim Justinger. I can't name everybody off the top of the bat. But then I sit here and then we start acquiring these rock stars as event reps. That are the faces. Honestly, they're the faces of the organization
of CBA.
You know, we have. I'm looking at Rob Bailey's here. Diana Rocha is amazing. Laura Caldwell. Jeff Rankin, Brenda Waters.
Oh, wow.
all these rock stars.
You've got rock stars that are coming in. I mean, it's just
Eddie Doppia. Sorry guys, I can't think of everything off the top of my head, but EJ De Leon, he's the director of judging, and he's done such a phenomenal job with the crew that he's put together, and sky's the limit right now. We're about to celebrate in January. We're about to celebrate our banquet, our end of year banquet, and that's gonna pretty much kick us into our very first calendar year of being an organization, and couldn't be prouder of the team that everybody's put together and where we're at right now. And look at this. Brad Alnick just brought us this to close the show. Me and Robert are going to take.
You got to do it first.
I am. Smells good.
Smells good?
Smells good. I left you. Anyway, guys, I know we had some connectivity issues, but I hope you guys kind of got a gist of what we were doing here at the town hall meeting. Thank you very much for hosting this town hall meeting.
Hey, I love it.
It's the first of many. Let's do this again.
Oh, definitely.
Like Robert said, it kind of seems like a Christmas party out here, and that's really what it is right now. We're just all hanging out, having a good time. He wants a song. Alton Paris wants a song.
Yay!
You got a song for him?
I don't know. Keep on walking.
Alton, thank you very much for trusting your event, the Chupacabra Throwdown to CBA. That was an amazing.
Robert helped me with chicken. Hey,
keep cooking. That's a good deal. Again, I know I'm the director of media for Champions Barbecue Alliance, but I also have another role as So Smoking Good or Show host.
Yes.
And we're doing a chicken roundtable. Are you in?
Yeah.
All right, I got Robert Smith in for that. Hey, I can actually contribute to that because I was the number one chicken
You're
cook.
the number one chicken cook. I think I'm gonna get you a jacket this year.
Oh shit, that'd be nice. All right, boys and girls, thank you guys for tuning in, and thanks for that. We're right at about an hour here, and I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you to everybody that stepped up: Jared, Robert, Randall, Candy, Dustin. I know I'm missing somebody, but thank everybody that came up here and spoke just for a few minutes, and we hope that gave you all an idea of what the CBA is all about, what we're trying to achieve, and our goals moving forward. We're all about the cookers and the promoters and making barbecue fun again. That's If you look at our website, that's at the very top. Making barbecue fun again.
Yes.
Our awards prove that. That's such a fun time at awards. But guys, thanks for tuning in. A CBA Buzz is coming next week. I know Mr. Fred Robles is going to be a part of that. So we'll check you out next week. And again, check out the So Smoke Gooder Show Wednesdays at 8, where we're going to have this guy, these two here, talking chicken. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. See ya.